April 15th, 2014, my life bipolar on my journey, and this journey on 0823 Buenos Aires, my address, Argentina. I have my pillow by the sides of my face, and still my eyes looks like a very, I have a problem. Well, my God. This is not like laughing, but it's really good having a little laugh. It's healthy you to cry. It's healthy you to get angry. It's healthy you to get mad about angerness. It's healthy you to repudiate and have vehemence against the whole shit and abomination you find out in the way. It's healthy you to have sadness. It's healthy you to have joy. It's healthy you to feel happy whenever there is the moment to feel happy. And it's filthy that hold that emotion but is healthy. The whole that you can as human being in patrimony of your own express in the reality of who you are at the reality of living. The disgustingest ever never seen in the human story or history that we get in the way. Argentina of abomination is like they need to match everything to putting suppression and titles of the most that never taken from and putting like 10 sheds so they to be the stars. So anyone that they needs to suppress and putting like shit in front of the people, population for nobody to believe, nobody to take, and they to be right all the time is to being the damn shit they are with psychiatrists' titles to making the whole of the prostitution of Lita and Khamisa on Smadak. Al-Achtidishkini Khalid Abeleti Hadis Motaridich. Snitile Kimi Hadita Kamotla Takti Hadita. So suddenly, this abominable filthy shit on forensics titles Argentina with a pardon of TV, with legislative titles of the government of the city of Buenos Aires and the medical councils of Argentina, with a pardon of so few, damn hell abominable trampled filthy shit. Telling that whenever I am so sensitive and I can express sadness, or I am getting in a melancholic mood, sentimental moment for just thinking about, and suddenly I come to talking on, hi your honor, how you doing? It's all okay? Oh, delirious, but have you seen? And suddenly I come, my love, how you doing? I love you baby. And I'm serious now. And suddenly I come over. Hey you, Eli, how you go there in Jerusalem? Delirious. And but have you seen? You son of a bum, I'm going to put you in hell. And I'm so natural. And the reality is, they says bipolarly. And they says bipolar, delirious, symptomatic, psychosis, schizoid, megalomaniac, religious, repressive, fetish, gay, violent, psychopathy, and psychopath patterns of loucy and schmunte, pathology, disorders, disease, illness, demence. And I'm coming again with this soul of this stars of the patridica, pieces of shit, sorry the words, which the reality of the psychiatry with the pardon of those which fights every day trying to keep something cool as can ever reach out in knowledge, information, trying to give something which will be constructive. I knew some psychiatrists which were respectable, and I hope they still be, even under threat. So I can tell Dr. Ruben Slipak, Hospital Medina, who got under a false arranged model that generate lying, less humanity criminals to murder him even, telling that he were under a very making negligence over a supposed patient. And because of were a very problem, for he never done what the forensics shit Argentina said he did. And neither the Mercader's medical councils, government of the city of Buenos Aires and Argentina, which are all 10 pieces of shit, with a pardon of Sophia. Pieces of hell shit. Criminals, suppressors, murderers, genociders, mercaders of the human life and each other's lives, rights and bodies. In the whole of the criminal market that you will never imagine. Like I was saying, kids' organs sell with murder one, kids' abduction for pedophilia, and also slavery in any city around to be set away after being on the ANIBAL FERNANDEZ and officialism pedophilia Argentinian clubs for the elite of the government of Cristina Kirchner and Ejército Argentino and Armada Argentina, for they to be placed because of they worth and the patriot worth the sacrifice, of course. And after used them enough, they says, oh, we are going to have mercy. So takes them and puts them with the not even Spanish speaking for the reality that they are so destroyed and so ruined that they abandon them all around worldest cities with nothing but being homeless for the keep on being raped and destroyed, to having a piece of a breaking news and something to drink, perhaps dirty water. And yes, perhaps dirty water. Ever they can steal, having the moment to say that they can steal, having a life, if that is living. So suddenly the reality of this soul also, murder of men's, women's with, murdered one with sale of organs, suppression under title of demons to sell them like pieces of meat for laboratory all over the world and bodies, 666 of course. And anything that it means prostitution, abduction for man, woman, porn industry, under drugs, under doping, under any kind of a shit, business of Ejército Argentino, Policía Federal Argentina, the ones that says, I'm so delirious and need medication now. Here, this is a prescription it needs. Go pick it up now. And how did he know? And incestus and sin, the disgusting damn hell shit, all over. And suddenly the reality of I will be like a ultimately and lots of other things like, oh, they work for something good. If a military wants to rape around, oh yeah, they go, let them have a toy, everything is okay. Of course. And suddenly the reality of the disgendered generation abominable shit keeps on making the full witchcraft day and night to me and saying I am what they says. And I've been in the phony and all the night in the chill and having sex with all of the men, and Cristina Kirchner saying the selection of the day in the Twitter and Facebook. Oh yes, we know this one. And this one we're always totally demon and we're having sex with all of our men and it's a degeneration and a single shit and delirious all the time and nothing like it says is true and nothing like it does can be real. And it's exactly what we're saying. You want the evidences and every one of my witnesses, I can show you it all. And she said she had important things to do, but the denounces of me and my person and my reality to attend that wouldn't be about whatever I will say for doing, but oh, internated now because of I'm the president. Cooperate with me. He is a total dement, but internated now because it bothers me and touches the government and the country and races against the country whenever puts me like this. The liars, the 10 hell prostitute. Thinking that the Argentina is damaged because of races against her and telling what she is and what she does. Hell prostitute. And sends to murder people because of she gets offended. Hell prostitute. With Sodoma erected inside for right powers. And I need internations. I'm going to show you bipolar is not exactly psychiatry like any psychiatrist disease. Because there's no psychiatric with burden of the ones that gives the best psychiatrist disease. The reality of this all is simple. Neurology were first, and neurology is the basement of the whole of the mental diseases, except for some things that get sold around whenever you have a very non-processed or non-grown or shocked or situation, like in the intensity for what you suffered brought on you other problems. So suddenly, like I were explaining all through my account and all through these years, bipolar character is for the reason of the ontlitiques vorlenet pachin. Getromon gematin fentalesikes katati en gealashken en galtumbo topi galachta, je it ramenikin tablet gadikisket nagadasan sobot ramenin. The person has not capacity for controlling the same ontletramen ventradiski matlani and normally cuts on the kishki betlenachadi and dissociates the character of its identity in front of the letram of the tramen. The person gets on blokrimini ventradia shachadnium for the reason of cannot and to process and control its condition and its mood gets violent. And the person on bipolar has only the key chef emotanatiki diaki gubluch nut insmitliti avlavach das anzumkle nabencha, which Adonai through himself and through me gave him the answer for the love of the same this neurology states for the fixing and healing. And not saying ill. I am your master and I control your reality in your life, and you need to be and to do what I command you because I'm the forensic piece of a shit. Of course, piece of a shit of Lucifer, but I the liar, Lucifer doesn't exist. That's because we know there is only the mind and a grand cell that birth all of the species, even them. Shit of the hell. Well, sorry for this. The reality of the whole of the situation is exactly what we go through. Betra mobletani dishki mitlane menechi botlane menefin sakeshkep lotchamelefin tradieskat latien chachat lanimike. Ashbodla mechanem elvetia katkatikash kadachat insimit loem. Ba'an chadiyosh motlarika. The degeneration of Argentina Argentina gets to that thing. Oh no. And the whole armed force of Sodoma Maricas. Rapists of whole gender, whole age, and Christina Kirschner, happy, happy, happy. Oh yes, after that you come and give me a power. I want to have it all in. Of all of you, I want no one to stay out of me because of you're the patriot, the absolute patriot, and of us, nobody can be, of course. So suddenly the reality of this soul, and I'm sorry for the sensitive and who doesn't like these expressions, which are so true all the way. Yes, exactly. Petri minatin fortle da si fontle da chini, patrant kelle da tradicha di son sotle da manini. Shketle de vedachini di kapletani o fotlatica menecha chabiliti amaverenivera. And suddenly they were ready, the whole of the generations, to go to Netherlands. There were a very weird situation in my life, which was something of Adonai. There is this person on the name of Manuela Blanco, Spain, which were a very relative nearest of Adelina Costa de Blanco, which will be the mother of the husband of my mother. So suddenly at the reality of this, Sephardi Adelina, the grandmother Ba, the husband of my mother of mine, will come the Trommelbecher of the definition Khadidin over a person which suddenly would lost his life in Java's landquake over this last, which happened in a very sinister. Over the same happened about 5,000 persons dead and disappeared. So suddenly the Trommelbecher of the Dechenche disappeared a few. So suddenly conforme al Vidachni and Molatrintischki bot Nechta Hadion Soplatami. This degenerates of Argentina, Cristina Kirchner, Anibal Fernandez, who is making and handling the whole of the organizing, like always done, this concerts of Sodoma, of the whole degenerate, rapist and murderer of whole gender, whole age, forger, liar, murderer, criminal, degeneration, corrupter, criminal, murderer, genocider, forger, hell, liar, gem, organizer of criminals and psychopaths and degenerates, expertises of Cristina Kirchner and the whole of the heads of shit under capital sentence by the International Criminal Court, And the reality of they said, we can do whatever we want with this, because of evangelical already, and insisters the same disgusting lacra del infierno, Argentina, sorry the victims, a lot. Insane. And also the right lady Minejia and Shehadne, il Presidente del Mondo, because of gotta be done what have to be done, and we know this. We commend now, says the damn shit of a devil, the beast, Luciano Troviano, the Generalito. And this them shared its disciples, devils like him. The reality van Trommelbecher en Fetty and Sacheshechatnenin, choosing and selecting the generates to saying, let's interpreting, and whenever we are doing the move, and whenever this to be off and already taken, one of us will put the face and saying, always whereas. We already have to move the expressions, the way the words, vocabulary, and all that it expresses, and how the best ever to making imitation of its voice will have the character of the face to the world to say, oh yes, they are right, always were they and not this one, and always were what the President Divine Devil shit Cristina Kirchner said to be. Well, it seems to be like they were choosing a couple of degenerates to go into Netherlands to try to robbing and murdering a man of business, and also destroying the ICC and murdering judges of ICC in New York, and also murdering friends all around, and also destroying and making more than crap that they already have done. So suddenly this will be like, they said they can do whatever they want with me, and everything is okay, nothing happens. For the patriot, terrorist, hell, shit, criminal, sodomaki, abomination. So suddenly the reality of this abominable crap, shit, of the hell, pieces of shit, said, I am, and his ID belongs to me because of work haven by criminal Takishima Nahahi, Cristina Fernandez, Kirschner, and Anibal Fernandez, and the heads of armed forces, of course, and the judges of Cristina Kirchner said that its ID belongs to us and we can do whatever we want. And we're making some meeting saying that my Argentinian ID, which I already published in my account and the International Criminal Court has, over my person, Alejandro Mario Blanco Radamí, my name, belongs to DNI 818,215. Federal Police of Argentina, as they call the degenerate psychopath, abominable freak, held Sodomaki fag of PFA Argentina, Guillermo Raciprain. So suddenly the reality is, insists in everything and saying that I am for them purpose and they to do whatever they want with me. 85,264,114 persons were kidnapped all through this last night in the whole of the world. And I have the 85,114,808. But few. So suddenly the reality of this all is I'm going to help it somehow. And how do I help them? Oh, I tire. Especially when they says, tell milicos that it is taking away the ones that we gotta fuck, sorry the word, and kill. It's textual. This dumb fucking shit. Sorry the word. Textual. So the reality of this soul comes and delivers us at the point of we to understand what happens here. What happens here is this. Shkat batret digin kalak digin khadin digin balak machmili shmolat devan digin kadan manachadin ablet rabolite kaskitin borlakin of benashka kalvan maratraneshka betran malashkadim likey shakabele kimi de bencha atem malashki bita kablak melkhananka achadiki komana in der klametrani vidi kaskat klametrani kidi pomachini kidi kidaskemedi Baklimika das kablatiki kabmoplatiki manachati kashmi al balachadachatom ingilibitiki kamalachom. Shall we dance? Said some Sodomaki shit around saying that I will say, then I tell you, shall we dance the dance of Sodoma package? Fotlemetra malvidecha malachinti gashmanati and chadam. Perverse. Dashbatlani, depravity, altoyat malchani. I'll show you perverse and depravity. Just receive what you should see, who is whom and what's what. Is this holy? Is this holy? Don't you see my market? I am the star. Cornelius, but you need to say in the shadows, snake of hell. Fort le metra mal vidachinis and shatonet rimel event chadivin shefal chadidim. Iltimopun evelent hamovedaski wat anchat hanam. Get hamovet hadivi shachi di ginklikin wat anchat sahemote. Kaple betravelim ket ishkat nachtachi divina. Alblet hamovedachi shachadam. Gatleti. It's going to say, you're going to see what we tell you, the circus of the faggots of Christina gives on. Because if we know what he moves, and always makes the same, But they don't show that this same downloads everything that I'm saying. And this same I say is expressing the moment of every damn shit that they exists in colors. Or it's the same what we say and it's delirious all the time or takes from our man bad making guessing. Of course. But who lives in witchcraft and degeneration and damn shit devils evangelic to making, oh, because of his spirit and his powers and his gifts and everything that he is, Lord said that belongs to Sodoma and one, Edrasel the beast. Can you believe in the grand whoredom shit? And the reality of what we are around? They says they serves the Lord and Lord speaks them. I never seen no Adonai giving his men or run his judges to the damn shit genociders, murderers, and abominable. They serve saying, Lord wants to save, Lord wants to save. Oh yes, this is not against flesh, we're gonna go against the spirit. And nothing like it says can be true, just misappropriates everything. And they used to saying, it is a protection, Sispa mirror. Which is your mirror, you son of a shit? So suddenly, sorry for this, I'm sorry my terms, sorry Adonai, for his name, for Israel, Sion, all in that, and because of me, I'm sorry. At the point of this all, dat homoblet hadikishket hanal hadichinin. Thus Adonai wants to save abominations and devils in flesh and bones. Oh, it is not possible. He thinks that he is with God and knows God, of course. Don't you see? He is always saying all we meant he to be. HTTPS. I told you. We told you he's going to say all the same in the deliriring. And what they do. www. Entre toda degenerada abominación de esta maldita tierra, se podrá ver o siquiera abrazar algún pedazo de porquería en figura de humanidad sana y buena que pueda ser verdadero y dar algún bien delante de toda la creación de su creador Yahweh. .int F9 OS record last key and cleaner in my account or last played ICC. Shall we dance? But not the Sodoma tag dancing. That's putting Sodoma in hell. That's dancing the love of Adonai. And let's seek him for the best. Shbatlan Tramelihin Dachi Dismov Ladachi Dafna Afalan Parish Mini Ayam Alejandro Melan April 15th, 2014 08:29. And I'm a liar. And I myself said so, and I'm gonna be what? Oh, because of Wicker Man, and you better accept it because of you are going to have worse. Words you are going to die, and words you are going to wish never been existed. Pieces of hell. Thank you, Yahweh, Malkeinu, Eloheinu, Amen. Afchadizion, Yisrael Shai, Yichta Asidim. Thank you, Yashua Hasaret Elachachai, Mashiach, Malekha Malachim, Ba'achadim Malak Tachachai Yishla Incha, Da'an Bi'ik. Thank you, Ruach Elohim, Ruach Habachachai Yishla Inachim, Ge'achach Tachat, Ruach HaKodesh, Or because of the reality that you give and you make to be, nobody erases. And everyone that permanently were telling of your name and against your name and making the abominablest won't ever be away from the justice that you so can provide. Condemnating as the whole of the shed and being merciful as whole as victims for the reason of the reality of my name. Kadosh, Yishka, Eli, Achaz, Seimchim, Adonai. And I'm sorry my words, Zion, Israel, Adonai. Your honors, Mr. President, people that I am, my friends, my brothers. I'm sorry my terms, and I'm sorry the reality that sometimes lacking textual character must be expressed to understand the character of the things, which it is not my pleasure to put in kind of a words at the 13 words. That's all I need. Shall we get a picture of this all around us? On a very character of what it is. You will understand the refined, classifying, expressive, real terms that it is like I do. But the reality of the putting the quality of the terms also puts the quality of the art. So suddenly forgive me for this and whatever else is. I don't mind doing that. In my address 0852, and I just woke up. And I were supposedly all night in the phony police Sodoma station, having the two boldly crap, the generates, which never were fired, and keeps on making the abomination and raping everybody and saying, you are going to save for being the first to rape the mother and rape him, in other terms. And then we are going to keep on. Two disgusting Sodoma degenerates, pedophilics, all gender, all age rapists. Fifth, oh, they are so precious, so loving all over the neighborhood. They never done no wrong and has so many friends, and they provide us with a so sweet, precious. Oh my God, the candy, you have no idea. They gave us candy, so precious. KIRSCHNER's horse, like her. neighborhood with the burden of the victims. So suddenly the reality is, what do we do? Where do we go? Internation? Really? Here is the prescription for the ransomware. And the faggots, PFA and the rest, oh, we gotta make it gotta be done what it gotta be done. Sign it. Sign the Adaflit petition for medication. Sign the oh, but he's in jail and he worked the whole night having sex, and Christina Kirschner knows it, and she published it, she herself saw it, and the Facebook of her is already worldwide, and everybody's seeing that this is true, and she knows